and this is Shilpa Srinivas. I'm going to talk about, curiosity is the key to learning. It's a very interesting topic, especially for the young learners and, who are going to take forward the future generation towards unimaginable heights. How curious you have to be, and how can curiosity help you attain your goals and achieve success is all we are going to discuss about today. I also want to give examples of some great people. Have you all heard of Neil Armstrong, the first person who set foot on the moon? Yeah, we all have heard of Neil Armstrong, isn't it? Now, this person actually was supposed to be the second person to set foot on moon. They were all there in Apollo mission, and the pilot of Apollo mission was Edwin Aldrin. He was the pilot and Neil Armstrong was the co-pilot. Now the pilot was supposed to, as soon as the space mission landed on the moon, the instructions came from the base that the pilot has to set foot on the moon first. But Edwin Aldrin hesitated for a moment. He hesitated, what might happen to me, what if I set foot and what if I burn out? What will happen to me? And immediately the second message was sent by the base. Now the co-pilot has to set foot on the moon. And Neil Armstrong, he was such a curious person. He was such a multi-talented person. He was actually from the Navy. He was the most eligible person to be an astronaut. So he was selected and he finally went there as a co-pilot. And he, without an iota of doubt, without a minute or a second of hesitation, immediately set foot on the moon and history was created. Today, everybody remembers Neil Armstrong because he is the first person who set foot on the moon. How many of us remember Edwin Aldrin? Right? So it is very important for us to come out of a hesitation and be curious about things. Yeah, you don't have to feel hesitant to ask questions or to air your opinions or to air your doubts. You feel free because you're feeling your curiosity, you're expanding your knowledge. Yeah, so we all know about Neil Armstrong and how curious he was. Also, have you heard of Christopher Columbus? Yeah, you might have read in your textbooks and you might have come across his name. He was the person who set on voyage and he was the man who discovered America. Yeah, the continent of dreams, the land of dreams. Imagine if he had not discovered America, then where would we be today? He actually found out many islands on the way, Cuba, Jamaica and many other, and then went on to, discover Mexico and a greater part of the continent. But when he wanted to discover, nobody supported him. He started his, voyage from Spain. The royals had given him the order that he has to go on a voyage and he has to discover, because he was a very curious person. He wanted to see what is there beyond the sea. Is there a land? I really want to find out. And because of this curiosity, he was supported and he set foot on a voyage, and he did not have any sailors to support him because everybody was scared. Oh my God, we don't know what is going to happen, so we don't want to go. And then actually there was a message to everybody, especially to the prisoners. You will be released from the jail of Spain if you accompany Christopher Columbus. That kind of motivation was given to them, and finally there were around 900 sailors coming from different backgrounds, and they all supported Christopher Columbus. And it is actually said that he used to maintain 2 logbooks, one for his own knowledge, that how far we have traveled from our homeland. That was the actual, he had the actual details in that. But there was another logbook which he had information where he had to show to all his crew members, because they should not feel that we have been sailing and sailing for such a long time, for such a long distance, and still we haven't reached anywhere. So he used to maintain some, false information in that, so that they do not get bogged down. It was a kind of motivating his sailors. So in that way, because of his curiosity, he set foot and he started his voyage and went on to discover America, the land of dreams. So can you imagine, without curiosity, all such discoveries, all such inventions would never have had happened. Also, one more great person, Leonardo da Vinci. I'm sure you must have heard about him. Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci. He was one of the greatest artists, and he still remains to be the greatest artist of any generation. He was not only an artist, he was a scientist as well. He used to always look at painting not only from the art point of view, but from the science point of view. You know, he used to observe the sunlight and the shadows very keenly. He was a very good observer. And then he used to play around with that through his paintings, because all his paintings, you must be knowing that from whichever angle you see, it looks as if the painting is looking at you. Yeah, and also all his paintings not only fits into a square, but equally fits well into a circle. Can you imagine? A square and a circle are completely two different geometrical patterns, but his paintings exactly fit into a square as much as it fits into a circle. So how much of scientific approach he must have had while painting this. He was also, he used to make sculptures. And he was a scientist, he was a musician, he was an artist, all because of his curiosity. So that was one element we have to adopt from great people. When we look around, we have many people, who are learning new skills. It might be a little unfamiliar to us. We might not be very familiar. Somebody wants to do cooking and they're totally unfamiliar with it. Start learning a new skill. Somebody wants to learn flying a kite. As simple as that, learn that new skill. Somebody has never played cricket, but you want to learn how to play cricket, just start learning it. Or something about stitching, whatever new it is, learn a new skill every day. I would strongly administer that to you, because that is what will keep you going on, will keep you motivated to learn unfamiliar things, and you will start enjoying the journey. Because it's not about the destination where you reach. It is about the journey which matters, this whole idea of curiosity. Also, let me just give you a few more examples. According to latest research and studies, some 8,300 students drop out of school every day because they find, the regular studies very monotonous, very boring. So what they're trying to do is trying to relate all the real life experiences with the curriculum so that it can be made interesting. Yeah. For example, you will learn about the geometric patterns in mathematics. You can try it out. You can see, if you can create a triangular corner in your reading room, and how much of, light can be available there, visible there. You can try out various geometrical patterns, square or pentagonal corners in your own room. Or if you're learning something in biology like pollination or transpiration, go to a park. I'm not telling in this pandemic times, of course, we are all restricted. But, generally, if you start observing and try to link it with your real life experiences, how wonderful and how exciting learning can be. So if you're learning about photosynthesis, if you're learning about transpiration, if you're learning about pollination, then go to a park and start observing the plants. You will get to understand it much better. You can relate it to your studies, to your learnings. Okay. Now, yes, again, I would recommend all of you to ask as many questions as possible. Never be hesitant and never restrict yourself from accepting however it is presented to you and whatever it is presented to you. Start asking, what if it doesn't happen this way? How do you think it is going to work for me? Or why should it be the way it is? Yeah. Or a lot of questions: what, why, how, when. But you should always have a question in your mind, and your questions should be related to that particular subject, not just silly questions just because for the sake of asking. You shouldn't. Your interest should be in learning some new facts, and the questions should be related to what you want to learn. And whom should you ask these questions is very, very important. You should ask those people who are experts in that. You cannot go and ask a person who is very proficient in some particular language, going and asking about mathematics or science. He might be knowing, I'm not denying that fact, but if that particular person is an expert in that field, then you will get a lot of knowledge. Try talking to new people who are experts in one field. You will get a lot of knowledge from them, and you will have fueled your curiosity very well. You will get answers to all your questions. And not only answers, you should question the answer again. Once you have had questions, you will get answers. Again, you start questioning the answers, you will get more answers. That's a nice way of taking ahead your curiosity. As I told you, learning is easy, but motivating yourself to learn is very hard. That is what you have to do. So I would like to give you some step-by-step tips where you can motivate yourself, and where you can fuel your curiosity, and where you can continue your journey towards success. Okay. The very first thing is you have to write down your goal. You all understand what does a goal mean? Whatever you want to achieve, it can be a short-term goal or it can be a long-term goal. Okay, you want to study very well for the coming next 3 months and achieve the best results. Yes, that's a short-term goal. You want to study very well for the coming 5 years and get into IIT, be the best, be a meritorious student. That is a long-term goal. So whatever it is, write down your goal. That is number one, because only when you write down all your wandering thoughts, why do I say wandering thoughts? You will have so many thoughts. Do I have to be like that? Do I have to be like this? Is this the right way? Is this the wrong way? You'll have so many thoughts in your mind. So you're trying to put all those thoughts. When you do it, when you pen down your thoughts, it will become specific. Okay, so you have to put down your thoughts. Write down your goal. Okay, so that is the first step you have to do. And the next thing is create an urgency. When I say urgency, it is about timeline. As I told you earlier, it is like you have to create a timeline. For the next 3 months, I'm going to work hard. I'm going to focus completely on this, and I'm going to become an expert in that. I'm going to put in my 100% into it. So create a timeline. Is it for 1 month? Is it for 2 months? Is it for 15 days? Or is it for 3 months? It's up to you. So based on the need, you have to create an urgency. And when you don't have an urgency, you will not be able to achieve. For example, imagine if you do not have an examination, if you do not have the progress card report, why would you study at all? Right? There is no need of urgency. You will not get any results. Just keep on studying, keep on studying. There's no meaning in that, right? So there has to be an urgency which has to be created so that you will accelerate your progress towards your goal. You should have a defined set timeline. Do you understand? Create an urgency. Okay, that is the second one. First one is write down your goal, create an urgency. And then you have to be accountable. You have to be accountable for it. You have to keep checking yourself. Have you done what it takes to reach that point? You just can't write down your goal. I want to be the best mathematician in the coming 5 years, and you will not at all like mathematics. You will start hating it. You will not even open your book. You will not study anything. But your goal is to become the best mathematician or become a scientist, and you don't even know anything about science. You don't want to study. You don't like it. That is not possible. That is totally unreasonable. So you have to be accountable. Means you have to start working in that path. You have to see, like, every day, are you spending some time towards what you have written about your goal? Then you're accountable. Okay, I'm going in the right direction. I have made this amount of progress. I'm much better than what I was 15 days back. So, yes, I'm going in the right direction. You are accountable to your own goals. All right? And then, this is a very beautiful thing, which I love it personally. You have to fail, and you have to fail hard if you have to become successful. Success is nothing but filled with failures. Success is nothing but filled with failures. People, whoever whoever is successful, they have faced failures not once, not twice, but many, many, many times. So that is why it is rightly put across as failure is the stepping stone to success. So if you fail, don't think that is the end. It is just that you're moving towards success and you're much nearer towards success. So if you feel, yes, I'm putting my 100%, I am putting my hard work, I am putting all the effort, but still I'm not getting what I want, you are nearing to success. So failure is nothing but you're going closer to success, and make sure you have a lot of failures, then only you will enjoy success. Nobody can be successful at one go, at the first time itself, and there is nothing called luck. He just got lucky. That's not possible. Lucky people are those who have made use of the opportunity with good preparation. They have prepared well, and when the opportunity strikes, they have made use of it, and that is why they get lucky. It's just, it doesn't come easily, Successful people are not lucky because they have prepared and they're ready for facing the opportunity, and that is why they're able to be lucky. They are able to be successful. Okay. And in spite of all this, you're growing, you're accountable, you've written down your goals and you're working towards it. You also want some help. Yeah, you want some advice. You can always talk to your friends, to your family, to your teachers, or to the people who are ready to help you. Okay, talk to them and take their advice. Are you going in the right direction? Or if you have any questions regarding a particular matter, regarding a particular subject, ask your questions, air your questions, and when you get answers, it is very important, the final step, you have to adopt all those instructions. If somebody tells you, okay, this is so far so good, but in future you have to do it this way. You have to read that particular book, if you have to understand this concept better. Just don't listen to it and forget about it. You have to adopt it. Ask for help, but again, when they give you advice, when they give you instructions, please take it very seriously and adopt it. Okay? Then you're going to own it. It's your own. So you own it and you progress ahead. That's how it's going to work. These are some simple tips, to how can curiosity lead towards success. So these are the steps which you have to adopt, which can finally lead to success. Okay, so this is all about, how you can embrace your curiosity and how you can start making the difference between known and unknown. You can't stay in your comfort zone, right? You can't keep telling, I'm comfortable how much ever I know, I'm comfortable wherever I am, but then you will remain in that zone for a very long time. You have to come out of it and start exploring the unknown. And that is where curiosity will help you. It will help you to explore the unknown, and you will start engaging yourself in that, and you will get excited about the whole thing, and eventually you will come out of it successful. So it's a very simple idea. I have put it down in very simple steps, which is easy to follow, and which is like the mantra for success. So curiosity is again as important as learning. As important as learning every day. As I told you, learn something new every day, and it will happen, it can happen, it has to happen only because of curiosity. Okay. And once you are curious, it is contagious. You try out something new and you feel very excited about it. You share that experience with all your friends or with whom you know, with your peers, with your classmates, with the family, and it will be spreading everywhere. So it's contagious. Once you're curious and you share the ideas, people also will get curious about it. It's contagious. For that, you have to practice active listening. All of you have been listening to me from past 45-50 minutes. So that's called active listening. You have been listening to me. You have been posting your questions, and you have been posting your, agreeing with me or whatever, your agreements with me. So that is called active listening. You are totally absorbed and you're listening to me. Only when you do this, when you have the habit, when you start practicing how to do listening, you can gain more intellect and you can be more curious. If you're not listening to anything, you will not have any questions, isn't it? And questions again arise only out of curiosity. So Ask questions and question the answers. That's the whole idea. It is the journey that matters. It is not the destination. How you have reached there is what matters, and not the destination. And relate all your learning to real life experiences around you so that it gets exciting. Finally, one new methodology, chunk and chew. It's called chunk and chew. Whatever you have learned, try to learn that for 10 minutes, because more than 10 minutes, it will get difficult to absorb. Okay, learn for 10 minutes and then take a break for 2 minutes. Take a break for 2 minutes, that physical and mental break where you relax. And then again come back and learn for 10 minutes. That is going to help you absorb better. And whatever you have learned, just put it across in 2 or 3 points. 2 or 3 points so that it's easy for you to understand, easy to absorb. This is called a chunk and chew methodology. Okay, learn for 10 minutes, take a break for 2 minutes. Learn for 10 minutes, take a break for 2 minutes. So this is going to increase your concentration, increase your absorption capacity, and it will help you understand better. So I would time and again tell you that nurture your brain, use the library as much as possible. Whatever doubts, whatever questions you have, visit the library, use the library, and you will get a lot of answers, even if you do not have people to ask your questions. And yes, let us just close this session on a positive note. Whatever holds you back, remember the story that, never give up. Never ever give up. And curiosity is an excellent attitude which you have to develop, and that is the superpower which you need to possess. So on that note, let us just end the session. If anybody have any queries, and if you want to develop your spoken English, I've been seeing some people asking for spoken English classes and all that. Yes, I run classes on that, and if you want any details about that, you can WhatsApp me only on 7019164449. That's my number, 7019164449. Or you can mail me on shilpa1.srinivas@gmail.com. It is SHILPAONE1, Shilpa1 .Srinivas, SRINIVAS @gmail.com. So if you want to join spoken English classes, yes, I'm here to help you out. This is what it is. And yes, if I can address few queries. We have 5 more minutes. So if anybody wants to ask me something, once again, all right. Yes, I extend abundant thanks to Calcus for organizing such sessions, because this is extremely helpful for people at large and students in specific, because they can make use of such sessions. And especially when it is organized in English, people can also develop their English skills along with what is taught. So you're getting double benefit in this. And yes, I can take any queries if you have, or it's already. Thank you Netra. Anil, yes, my number has already been typed. It is 7019164449. Yes, thanks for typing it again. And you've all been wonderful audience. I've enjoyed this interaction. Yes, Vanja, thank you ma'am, thank you so much. Summary of this session. Okay, summary is, it's all about how you can develop curiosity. Yeah, how you can actually be curious. So I have given you so many tips on how you can be curious. I've given you some examples to get motivated about some great people like Columbus and Neil Armstrong and Leonardo da Vinci. And also I have given you some examples of real life experiences like breaking of an egg horizontally, or about the reflex action, and why you yawn, and why we have moles, such simple things. And also how you can do integrated learning by taking one subject, and how you can fuel your curiosity. I've given you some tips like write down your goals and start working towards them, have a timeline, and then you create an urgency for that, and you ask for help, you ask for advice with your friends, and start implementing that advice. And wherein you are actually making curiosity as a superpower, and you are becoming more and more intellectual, because you're making everything very enjoyable and fun. So that's the whole idea. That's how I would like to summarize it as. And start adopting it. Learn new skill every day. It can be anything. Something which you're not familiar about, start learning something new every day. It is going to be a fun journey, because it's the journey that matters and not the destination. I would like to put it that way. All right, thank you all. Thank you very much, Jitendra, and Vasishta Kumar and Brahma Reddy. When is your next live, madam? Yes, you have to ask those questions with calculus. And Amrutam Swarna. All right. Thank you very much, Ajay Kumar sir. Everybody for all the support. And any queries and anybody wants to join the classes, you can message me on 701916449, or you can mail me at shilpa1.srinivas, shilpa one.srinivas, SRINIVAS at gmail.com. Okay, so we're going offline. Thank you all. Thanks for the wonderful experience, and would love to meet you all again. Thank you. Have a nice evening.